Hi, I'm Beth with TB Properties Buys Land. In the last several videos, we've discussed things that you might need to know when it comes to preparing to put your vacant land on the market so that you can be aware of how long it might take to sell, what could delay the sale of your property, but also how to speed up the sale of your property so that your property is not the one that's sitting on the market for say a year or 18 months or even longer, or just isn't able to sell at all. Okay, so we've discussed those in the last several videos. If you need to go back and watch them, I'll try to put a link to those below. Okay, so now when it comes to speeding up the sale of your land, last time what we talked about was getting a survey so that you have an up-to-date, a recent survey of your property, making sure that your land is presentable, that it is move-in ready, and people are gonna want to buy your land versus somebody's land down the road. Okay, we've also discussed the economic situation that we're experiencing in this country right now. We're seeing record inflation, we're seeing interest rates are really high, and we're seeing bank failures. And what that means, essentially, it's not a panic, but banks are making sure that they're requiring a better credit rating in order to make a loan. So it's harder to get a loan on the market. Okay, so what does this mean for you? If you have a more expensive property or maybe a larger property, it's going to cost more and someone's going to have a loan for your property, it's probably going to take longer to sell. Okay, so what can you do to speed that up? Well, can you make your property smaller? Well, how do you do that? Is it possible for you to subdivide your property, make it, make smaller pieces of your property and sell it off in small parcels so that more people can afford to purchase your property and you'll be able to sell that a lot faster? What does that mean? It's not an easy process. It involves getting with a surveyor, checking with the county, seeing if you can subdivide, what size properties you can have. But that would be one idea in which you can sell your property and make it more affordable for other people. Okay. Other ideas to make your property more appealing to land buyers. Can you put a cabin out there, maybe a tiny home, make this more move-in ready for people? What else? Think to yourself, if you're buying property, what's going to make your property more appealing than somebody else's property? Okay, for instance, is there power going to the property? If there's overhead power, has a meter been put in place yet? Is there a water meter to your property? Is there a well? Is there a driveway? Has part of the property been cleared? Okay, so this goes back to like the earlier video, making your property more appealing, making more curb appeal so people want to buy your property. But some of these improvements can make your property more valuable. People are going to want to purchase your property over somebody else's property. Okay, so these are a few things to think about when it comes to selling your land and trying to speed up how long it's going to be sitting on the property or on the market for. There's always that risk. And are real estate values dropping in your area? They are in some parts of the country, and some they're staying stable. So I don't want to be a fearmonger here and make you afraid, but I do want to let you know that in some parts of the country, we are seeing values fall. We are seeing properties sit on the market longer, but overall, rates are up. Banks are clamping down on loans. And so these are some ways that you can think about that might be able to help you speed up the sale of your property. There is a way that you can sell your property fast and easy. That is selling to a real estate investor like TB Properties Buys Land. Not all real estate investors are the same. Here at TB Properties Buys Land, we purchase in cash. When we pay with cash, it means that we are not beholden to banks. We don't need to await a bank approval for a loan. We don't need an appraiser to get to the property, and we're not worried about your property not appraising for the value that we're paying for. Okay, and we close through a title company so that you are safe and secure in your transaction. Title companies require our cash that we pay to be paid through certified funds. We have to wire the funds to the title company, or we have to send a bank check to them. Once those funds have cleared, they will convey the property. Okay, so it's safe for you as a seller, it's safe for us as a buyer, but that's how we work here at TB Properties Buys Land. If you have questions about the sale of your property and how our transactions work, please feel free to reach out to us. We're real people. We can talk to you on the phone. We can send emails, whatever works best for you. But please feel free to reach out. We'd love to work with you. And I hope this helps you prepare for the sale of your vacant land and get it ready. Thanks again.